I'm Dustin Howard. This is Penny Howard. She's my wife. We're the Howards. We have 3 kids. We have Lily, who is 7. We have Harper, who's 4.5. And we have Seth, who is not even 5 months yet. 3 kids, it's like herding cats. It's never a dull moment.
To me, we're normal as a family because it's our everyday normal. We live it, and I don't see us as different, but then at the same time, we are.
Especially Harper, who has disorder, CDKL5 genetic disorder, so her care is very involved. So juggling that with the other 2 kids is challenging, but it's fun.
This is a chromosomal abnormality. Our chromosomes are numbered, and this is on the number 5 chromosome, and there are spots along the chromosome, and that's what's referred to as a locus or a loci, and it's at the CDKL5 loci. The children who have problems with that, many of them have what's called duplication, or multiple sites of that. Harper is unique in that she doesn't have any of it on it, so she has a deletion of the CDKL5 site on chromosome 5. So it's referred to as a CDKL5 deletion syndrome. The problem with this chromosomal abnormality is that it is really a permanent defect. We can help train the brain to try to bypass the defects that it has. That's a very difficult process to do.
The biggest challenge we have with her is difficult, if not impossible, to control seizures. There's nothing on the market today that can control the seizures for this disorder, and that's been heartbreaking to watch as a family. I've seen so many of them, and I've seen them take everything from her. Sorry. I can talk about everything else. It's just very difficult for me to talk about the seizures because that's been the hardest part for us to deal with. It's literally like watching your child get electrocuted and you can't pull the plug. You can't stop it. Dustin actually thought, well, there's an alternative to everything. So why not an alternative to medical marijuana? And he started doing some research, and then he found this product, industrial hemp oil, or real scientific hemp oil. We gave her first dose of hemp oil in September 2013, and her seizures had an immediate reduction. She ended up leveling off at about 3 to 5 per day, so they were significantly decreased.
The addition of the hemp oil has assisted in her seizures. Harper used to have initially, as a newborn, 10, 20 seizures a day. And now we are almost seizure-free.
Even though the seizures had not reduced to 0 in the first couple of months, we did notice more interaction with her, more eye contact, more verbal activity, if you will.
The only thing we did was add hemp oil to her diet.
At Spirit Horse Therapy, we're working on the hand-eye coordination with our riders, also working on their muscle development, and then also getting them to work on their balance, which is, working the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere at the same time, because the movement of a horse is the only thing in nature that mimics our movement when we walk. So especially like kids with Harper, she's not walking, but she still needs to work on those legs, the leg muscles, her tummy muscles, her back muscles.
Harper could be having the worst day, and we come out here and it's just so peaceful. It's just like a sanctuary in the middle of a city. In the beginning, when she was having multiple seizures all the time, I would still bring her because she loved it here. She would be at peace here.
I do see progresses. It may be slight little things that if you didn't know her well enough, it might slip right past you. But because I've been with her for so long, just the slightest movement of her hand, I knew what she meant and what she was saying, and so that was exciting for me.
Harper gets to, I think she honestly thinks it's her horse. It's her pony. It's hers, and nobody else rides it, and it's mine, and this is where it lives, and I think she likes that, and she likes talking about that, and she gets the emotional bond. She loves to just feel. Sometimes we'll come out here and we won't spend a whole lot of time riding because she doesn't want to ride that day, but she wants to come out here and she wants to be with her pony, be with her horse. Every parent wants to give their children the best quality of life that they can provide for them. And as a special needs mom, you want to do that, I think, even more so, because it's scary. It's scary to think about where they'll be if you're not here. And you're as a parent, you're the child's protector. In the beginning, we were in fix-it mode. And I think every special needs parent is. When every time a tragedy hits, you're in fix-it mode. Every parent is. And then we had to step back and realize there's no fix-it for this, and we just need to love her. There is always hope. There's got to be. Otherwise, what's the point of being here? Why did they come? I think everybody has a purpose. Even people with special needs, because even if that purpose is just to change you, they serve their purpose. Because like I said before, I wish that Harper hadn't had to come and suffer just so I could change. I wish that I would have been able to see life the way I see it now, without having her here to suffer for me.